Hi guys, this is just another quick update on our 70 Pontiac GTO from our, what I'm now calling the GTO build series, because we're going to work on building one of every year GTO minus the well, the 71, 72s were basically the same, so we'll only do one for that. And the 73 and the 2006, they're not really GTOs, so we're not going to do those at all. They're just GTO in name only. So right now we're working on this rebuilder of the MPC 70 Pontiac GTO. I talked about in the last video, this one is a hard one to come by. Well, it's not super hard, but it's not simple to come by, and if you do, you're probably going to pay a penny for it, because they only issued it one time where you could build it as a stock car. All the earlier versions were funny car, and then currently they took and basically, in my words, opinion, gutted the tooling and turned it into the super stocker that they're selling now. And so they've ruined the tooling. The only way you can ever see another 70 Pontiac GTO is if someone that does new tooling, which I don't see happening. So what's out there is out there, and when they're gone, they're gone. But if you want one of the funny car ones, those are out there, or if you don't mind having the super stocker generic one, then those are there too. But anyway, off the soapbox. We showed it a little bit in the previous video. Well, I'll show again because I'm watching back that the using the webcam for the videos is not ideal because it doesn't like to focus. So we're going back to using the Sony camera here with the fixed field of view here, so we get better pictures. So we'll go back and we'll look at it again. Let me drop this down a little bit. So we had stripped the thick brown enamel off of the interior, redid the whole thing, added carpeting. We added some decals and repainted it in a nice gloss black, and then did I glue this in yet or not? Yes, I did glue it in. Okay, which you saw in the previous video, and I'll try to get in here some. We did the dashboard. We're using some decals from the 66 GTO Revell GTO kit to do the dashboard, and we did take the stick shift from one of the super stocker kits that I had, because I had one that was set and properly packaged, so they sent me a new one, so I had a whole bunch of parts left. So I was able to replace the stick shift from that kit for the interior. The chassis was painted, probably looked like half a can of enamel black paint on it when I got it. So we stripped it all down. We stripped everything down in LA Awesome. Left it in for like 24 hours and just went with a toothbrush, and it all came, 99% of the paint came off. We are going to went ahead and stuck with the stock kit engine, which is too small, very lacking in detail, but this is going to sit in my display case with the hood on it, so it doesn't really matter. I will add, once I get it together, I will add a radiator hose to it, but that's about it. I didn't wire it. Obviously not going to plumb it, any of that stuff. For wheels, I went into the parts box, and I've done a couple of those AMT GM Design Studios Mako Sharks, so I had a set of those wheels left, because when I did those, I did not use these wheels, the kit wheels, on it. So I had those sitting here, and they look nice, so we got those on there. It says nice and balanced. We used toothpicks to replace the axles, because obviously with using different wheels, they didn't quite fit. So that's where we're at on that, which is basically, so that 2/3 done there. We talked about in the last video that I was probably going to either go with a white or a yellow. Well, I did in fact choose to go with the yellow. I do have another one of these kits, and the other one I probably will do in the white, and I may do the same a similar paint scheme on it, or I may do something completely different, but I'm probably going to do a white one on that. I may do the 70 GTOs and 71s had these funky looking little stripes that ran on the front and rear fenders. I may do that, and they put the wing on it. But this was to me a pearl yellow. And again, so those decals came out of the Super Stocker kit, and I did a little bit of bare metal foil on it for the kick panel down there and the badging. See, I don't know if I can catch the badging. There you go. I'll get this one, might work better by putting the foil underneath the paint, and then you go back and clean. You can clean the paint off just the top of the letter, and you get that more of a correct look to the badging. What else? That's about it. This already had the tack mount glued to it when I got it, and I didn't worry about trying to take it off. I just did basic black paint on the inside. Again, nobody's really going to see it. We got the radiator core support in there though, and the battery. Let's say it's going to live in my display cabinet with the hood on, so I'm not going to do a whole bunch of work there. So that's that. I'm going to polish. I cleared it last night. Did a few touch-ups I saw obviously after I cleared it, which always seems to happen. So I needed to do, so I touched that up. I'm going to hit it with clear one more time. And then either Saturday, well, on Sunday I'll be at a show, so either Saturday or Monday we'll probably do a polish on it, get the glass installed, and be ready to go. So the next time you see this one, it will be finished. And yeah, that's where we're at. So if you like one of my new shop cards, email me your address and I will send you one out, no matter where you are. And with that, we'll say, no matter where you are in the world when you watch this here video, good morning, good evening, good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.